Look at it. Look at his cute little face. This isn't gonna be a fast car, right? Well, welcome back everyone to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some... Wait. I just realized. Do one of these real quick. Welcome to the Nissan Figaro. This is one of the newest cars that they've added to the game with the Nissan DLC, the Nissan Retro DLC. I also have two codes for this for the Xbox slash Microsoft Store version of the game. So if you're watching this video and if you want a code for this, make sure you comment down below, and I might reach out to you and you can get the code. So yeah, I have two codes still for this car pack if you want it for yourselves. This is what you get from it as well. You get these four cars. I have already made a video on the Escargot. I thought it was really fun. I'm going to do one on the Figaro now, and then we have to do one on each one of these as well. The POW and the BE one as well. We'll have a look and see what those are like. But yeah, if you want a code for the Xbox slash Microsoft Store, yeah, let me know down in the comments below. I might pick you for a little bit of a giveaway. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what this is like. It's slow, first of all. It's really loud inside. It's only a 3-speed auto. It's very loud inside. It's not very quick. It's not very fast either. 94 miles an hour top speed. I mean, this thing only has 75 horsepower, so it's understandable. But let's do stuff to it, because I know that there's things we can do to this car. Starting off with the engine swaps. There's a bunch of them. There is a bunch of engine swaps. We can put a Honda engine in it. We can put... I can't remember what this engine is here. The turbo one here. It makes 250 horsepower. We can also put in an RB. Why not? We can put a motorbike engine in it as well. Sounds really good. I think we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna put an RB in it. I think the RB is gonna be the best thing to put into this car. I want to do that. I'm gonna keep it rear-wheel drive, I think. Wait, is it? Oh, it's front-wheel drive. What am I doing? Let's all-wheel drive swap this thing. I completely forgot. I don't know why I thought that this would have been rear-wheel drive. Oh man, should I just build this thing so it just looks as like stock as possible, but it's just gonna be really fast? Do the most insane sleeper going. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna leave those the way they are. I'm gonna leave the wheels the way they are and everything. As for aero, I mean, we have that and then that disgusting wing on the back of it, which I'm not gonna do. Yeah, I think we should definitely do some sort of like a sleeper build on this thing, because why wouldn't we? You can't even see the brakes. I upgraded the brakes to ceramics and you can't see it. This looks pretty good lowered though. Oh, good as in like it doesn't look clapped. I will put the race suspension on it, and I'll end up adjusting that a little bit. But I want to keep this thing. Actually, should we slam it? I think we could probably slam this thing just for a laugh. Should I just do that? Just for fun. See what this thing looks like. Okay, I've changed my mind. Let's do. Let's slam this thing to the floor. We'll put on some nice wheels on it. We'll slam it, and we'll see what can we get out of it. Pretty much. I was thinking something like this. Small wheels, for whatever reason, looks really good on this car. I definitely want to change those tires out. I don't really want those tires to be on this thing. We'll change them to something else. What are we looking for? Maybe something like these. Set of works would look nice on this car. Some of these multi-piece. I don't know. The small wheels just really suit this car for whatever reason. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put these on. They look good. If I go any bigger in size, they just look weird, I think. I mean, they're all still pretty small anyway. We're going from 12-inch to 15-inch. Actually, 15s aren't even that bad. I expected them to be much larger. Like donk-style wheels, but they actually don't even look that bad. Tires. Yes, I did say that... Like, we can get it lower with this. I did say that I want to try and build this thing so it's kind of like a sleeper, but I've changed my mind. We're doing something else. We're gonna try and slam this thing to the floor. 775 horsepower. How much does this weigh again? Oh my god. It's gonna be fast. This is gonna be very fast. Alright, we're done with that. we got an RB that's making more than 10 extra horsepower in this thing. This is what I love about these little cars though. If once we're able to actually do some sort of weird engine swaps and just weird builds like this, and then I'm all up for it. The pastel colors just kill it for me. They're so funny. What I want to do is paint group 1, is it? Okay. What I want to do is I kind of want to give it another pastel type color, but I want to make it look a little bit perfect. A purple actually would be a little bit nicer, so we'll get. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, this is even better. Like this washed out like color just looks funny on this. It just looks really good. The roof. What's it gonna look like if I change it to black, for example? I don't know if I like that, to be honest. I kind of like it in white. It suits the rest of the car, I think, if I keep it in white. It's got like a white interior and everything. Oh, yeah, that's the one thing we never like took a look at was the interior of this thing. A little bit more detail. Let's have a look at that real quick as well before I take this thing out and I want to absolutely just fly around the streets. Yeah, let's go to Forzavista. Oh, I can't even like explode everything, can I? Oh, I can put the roof back up. I don't want to do that. Let's open the doors. Look at it. It's actually quite sick. Why does this look like it's had so much more detail than a lot of the cars that they've added into the game? Well, nah, never mind. I see the lack of detail in certain places. I mean, it's not that bad, but still pretty good. Man, this thing's sick. It's got a little cassette player and everything. It's an auto. So technically I should be driving this thing in automatic. But nah, not doing that. I like it. I definitely like this thing. We can't open the back, can we? The back is pretty much... Oh, we can. It opens the other way. Because obviously the roof goes in there. I like it. Wait, the roof... Does the roof go in there? Pretty sure, right? Pretty sure the roof just rolls all the way down and then goes there. Okay, cool. I think we need to slap a tune onto this thing. What I want to try is... I want to try and slam this thing to the floor. I want to lower it as much as we possibly can. So, if I want to do that, I need to do a couple of things here. So let's try to do one of these. Definitely stretch our gears. Camber. We'll try and reduce the camber a little bit because I don't want it to be way overly cambered. Anti-roll bars doesn't really make that much of a difference, but I'm going to make them as soft as possible. Springs, of course. I can grab onto that as soft as possible. Dampers, again, as soft as possible. Bumps, soft as possible. Everything as soft as we possibly can make it. I'm going to make it slightly more rear biased. I don't know if that makes really much of a difference. For what I'm going to be using it for, initially, well, let's hop into Event Lab. And I do have one of my own events that I want to try. And, wet day, wet eve. Can we have... dry evening, foggy day. I think wet eve, this one here is probably the best one, right? I made these with extra gravity, basically. So if you've never seen any of my videos before and you don't know what I'm talking about, basically, I've made these Event Lab maps where if you add extra gravity, it basically presses the car down even more. So if you want to do it for pictures or whatever, it's basically the entire open... Do you see what I mean? The entire open world map, but with extra gravity, which means it presses the car down even lower. Oh, look at this thing. It's slam. Also, I ended up changing like the kind of like the way that the car drives, like the boost and the speed and all that sort of stuff. So the car doesn't feel very, very slow. I love the little mud flaps as well that are just flying around the air. Honestly, this thing slaps. I love it. I'm gonna bring you over into the festival and have a quick little look around as well. God, the way it turns as well is just funny. Alright, let's have a look at it. That is low. That looks great. Look how low it is. What a car. That is a good looking car. I mean, it's a Figaro, but still. Not too much camber or anything. It kind of, I feel like it just suits it being this low as well. Mud flaps aren't clipping into the ground as well. It's just kind of, they're just kind of like pressed in a little bit. It's a good looking car. If it's fully lowered like this. That looks great. I really want to drive this thing though. Like I want to try and see if I can do some stuff to this car. To maybe drive it around a little bit, but as a little slammed nugget, this is quite nice. Let's drive it in like sunlight a little bit more. It's so low. Like when you go over bumps and stuff like that, it's very noticeable. It's also really fast. Once I lift it back up again and we're actually going to be driving it properly, I really want to see how fast this thing actually is. Because I feel like it's going to be a very, very quick little car. Let's have a look at this. I want to try and grab like a pic for the thumbnail on that. That looks good. That looks really good. That looks really, really good lowered. Alright, cool. That's enough of that. Let's actually back out. And I wanna have a little drive with this thing, like a proper drive. I think now, even with these tires on, it's still gonna be able to do some stuff. Okay. I mean, the suspension's really soft because of what I wanted to do with it. I mean, considering what I've built here, this thing's pretty rapid. Definitely expected it to be a little bit quicker though, I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's gotta do 220 on the highway. A little bit of downhill should help it out. There you go. 221 in this Figaro. It's so soft. Look at the suspension. Alright, one sec. Okay, well it doesn't help that this is now going to be sliding around in the rain. But I have built this thing for point drifting. So what have I changed on it? I put the drag tires on it. And I of course adjusted my setup quite a bit to try and see if we can get this thing to be a good point drift build. Still kept it as all-wheel drive, of course. Yeah, the rain and the drag tires really don't mix, so I'm probably going to be struggling a little bit to put power down. God. Wait, it's the other way around, sorry. We're going to struggle to slip our wheels, really. This just is how it is. For whatever reason, these drag slicks, which is what you should be putting on your cars if you're doing any sort of point drifting, just really don't like the wetness of the road. It just sticks to it. So you can see I'm trying to accelerate and it's just not, like, I can't even get it to like hit limiter. When it's definitely capable of doing that. Honestly, though, the power and the way this thing handles is actually pretty alright. I really wanted to try this with the Nissan Snail as well, the S Cargo, because of the small nature of the car. Usually, these cars are very, very good for point drifting. You change directions very quickly. This is actually one thing that I should be doing as well, I just completely forgot. You change direction very quickly, which means you don't be driving around. Which means you're not driving around in a straight line too often, not getting you any points, but they're also very, very good at slapping a lot of power into little cars, you know what I mean? Like, that's also a really, really good thing, so... Now, keep in mind, like I said, that this is a very wet piece of road, so if we had a dry piece of road, this thing would be a billion times better to drive. The wheels would slip a little bit easier. I think as we progress now, especially since it stopped raining, watch how much better this car is actually going to get. Just over time, as we're driving and the road gets drier and drier, you'll see how much better this thing actually becomes. So as of right now, I am probably going to struggle to get the points that I really want with this. This is actually quite good. Man, this thing's so easy to actually just catch, right? As in, like, you throw it into a slide, it doesn't matter what angle you have, you just counter steer with that front end and you catch it and you just bring it back again. It's really, really good. I feel like it's really hard to spin out. Look at it! Look, 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 look! This is what I'm talking about. As the road dries up. Look, I'm hitting limiter in 4th. Now. Because the road is dried up. See what I mean? Why is this thing so sick? Those are very light though. I'm pretty sure if you tap off anything, all like... Oh, I'm going way too fast. That was my fault. As soon as you start tapping off of like poles and barriers and streetlights and all that sort of stuff, you will end up slowing this thing down way too much. So you need to be very, very careful with it in that sense. Just got a little bit off-road here. It's fine. Nice. Big old slide all the way down here. Oh my god, that's even too much? Holy. I'm going in with such pace. Go forward, go forward, go forward. That's the one. Not the best of starts, but I'm still gonna get pretty decent amount of points. Oh my god. Yeah, it's... I've actually spun it there because of the way that the road goes. And I've left it for too long. Like, you can catch it again. I think I'm still able to do 1.2 mil. Pretty easy. I don't know if this run is going to be a 1.2 mil run. Pretty sure this is going to be just about 1.18, I'll say. 1.16. Definitely not 1.2er, but this is definitely capable of doing a 1.2. Maybe a slightly better tune from someone a little bit more experienced, or maybe just with a dry track from the very beginning. Oh, don't crash into the barrier, game. Or not game, but me. Me, don't crash into the barrier, me. I've done it again. I'm trying to stay as wide as possible, you know, because that's really the way to do this. I want to do this properly. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Oh, I was close with the 1.16. Yeah, this thing can do a 1.18 or a 1.2. 100%. Like I said, if the first half of the track was just completely dry, it would have been so much better. Because I had to transition way too many times. And instead of doing like one really long slide at big angle, which you should be able to do really. Look, because you can do that now without any issues whatsoever. Whereas before, the car would just basically like, it felt like it just didn't have enough power to spin its wheels, but it was just the wetness of the track for whatever reason, like I said. With these drag tires, it just grips up a lot. But yeah, anyway, if you're doing any sort of builds on this thing, let me know down in the comments below. I'm definitely down to maybe try it out for something else. Maybe it's really good for like low class like racing, you know, or something like that. But this is just way too jokes to drive like this. Turn this into a drift build, a point drift build. I feel like this is something that a lot of people probably ended up doing as well. But it's a great little car. I love it. Alright, well that's it for me. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess. Hello, mate. Let's drive around in regular traffic. We'll try to see if I can overtake him. Bro's role-playing. It's out for a little Sunday drive. Alright, I'll leave you guys with it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.